Going on, everybody? This is Let's Be Real with Brad, and today I'll be talking about the great Amazon Prime show that is one of the best shows out right now, and that is The Boys Season 2. The Boys Season 2 is honestly one of the best shows I have ever seen. And I think the reason why The Boys Season 2 works so well is because of the writing. The writing is what makes this so fantastic. The dialogue is hilarious, it's really smart, it's clever, and it really makes some awesome scenes. Every subplot in this show is really, really good, and the ones that you don't think are going to be important always weave into the main plot and somehow get worked. You can tell these creators and these writers have a plan. They know exactly what they're doing, and that's why the show has worked so well. So I guess I'll just start reviewing a little bit of Season 1 just because I didn't do a full review of that. So Season 1 I really, really enjoyed as well. I think Season 2 is better, but a lot of the same things that I loved about Season 2 are the same things for Season 1. My only issues with Season 1 is how they use a particular character. They kind of give him his own side quest that they use a lot better in this one, but I almost feel as though that when this character goes away, they should have kept him away and bring him back in the next season, because I felt as though you have some of the training, you have some of the things that this character goes through, but I feel like they could have just been explained in a big, long, funny exposition news clip scene in this other one, because sometimes it just feels dragged out and it takes away from the better moments of Season 1. All of my great compliments I have for Season 1 are going to be explained in Season 2. Cast is absolutely fantastic. Karl Urban as Billy Butcher is incredible. He is absolutely a scene stealer every time he's on screen. He has the best lines, he has the best delivery, and he just plays this character so perfect. I could never see anyone playing Billy Butcher. Also a massive standout is Anthony Starr as Homelander. Homelander is easily one of the most evil characters I've ever seen in a superhero genre film / show. He is beyond evil, and Anthony Starr nails it, especially when him and Karl Urban are on screen together. Those are literally the best scenes, and you can tell that they know that these are the best because they put them in the season finale of both seasons, and all the best scenes literally are with them. Anthony Starr absolutely kills it. I can't, if I saw this guy in public and he's just being nice to me, I would think he's just being Homelander. Thanos looks like a baby compared to Homelander, because Homelander just feels so evil and just terrible and just so egotistical, but so complex and just so understanding at the same time that you hate him, but you know what is going on with this character and all the stuff that he's been dealing with and the other people that are giving him problems. It makes such a dynamic and complex show. And that is the other best thing about this show. Everybody has their own issues with somebody, or there's always a good side to everybody. And what I mean by this is that you don't have just one character that just hates another character and then no one hates this character. Like, everyone feels like they're all intertwined together, and it makes for the show to feel like really like humans. Like, everyone in the show genuinely feels like an actual human being would act, obviously with the exaggeration of the tone of the show, but it works so perfectly, and I always feel so relatable to every character in the show. Even the Seven, when they're a bunch of jerks, they're a bunch of really crappy superheroes, you still get where they're coming from, and that's what makes them just not these silly comic book villains that just want to take over the world. It makes for a much interesting premise. The show is extremely gory, extremely violent, sexual, and it's so over the top, but that's what I love about it, because this show takes risks. This show just goes for it, and it has so many twists, and there's this unpredictability about it the entire time watching it. And so combining all those elements together, you actually have fear for characters in the show. You actually have fear for things that could possibly happen to the characters. There's always feels like there's stakes involved, and that's something that really is hard to pull off in such a massive show like this with so many characters. but they seem to able to pull it off in 8 episodes, which I feel like this show does not get enough credit for balancing all these characters and making them all really understandable, really complex, and overall just great. I had no idea where this season was going at all. It took so many twists and turns, and it just made the ride so much more enjoyable. Another amazing aspect is the small details of the Seven and how the oversaturation of superheroes, athletes, and celebrities are filled in our mainstream, and it has a lot to say with the social commentary of our real life, and they do it so perfectly. There are so many hidden and small jokes that are festered in this movie, especially when there's some of these transition scenes. There'll be a little joke before that next scene, and it just goes by so quickly. They didn't have to do that at all, but they go all out to put these small little jokes that are just so satire. It's so funny, and it just shows they put so much effort into the show to make it funny, to make it interesting, and always feel like your eyes need to be engaged with what's happening on the screen. I really did find this show so emotionally investing, hilarious, gripping, consequential, and to be honest, this is definitely one of the best shows out there. Now, I'm not a big show person. Maybe there's a better show than The Boys, but being able to capture everything from the first season and just doing it so much better, having more subplots, way more violence, better CGI, and just expanding on these characters so much while setting up for future seasons, just like the regular superhero movies that we have in our culture, is super impressive. It's super funny to think about, and I absolutely love it. This is a must-watch show if you really want to challenge yourself and be entertained, but also really think about our own personal lives and feel relatable to the characters. This show is so well done, and I absolutely love this. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I know it's a really high score, but I gotta say, I would 100% rewatch this season again. It is phenomenal. So, did you guys see The Boys Season 2? Let me know down below if you guys liked it, did you guys hate it, what do you guys think about Season 1? I would love to know about that as well. As always, please like and share the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me that you are liking my videos. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are the best. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.